Yeah, sure.
Yes, we are live.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another session at LeapScholar. And I conducted two writing sessions already. And today is the last session on writing. So far, we did talk about the strategies and the parameters I discussed. I also talked about the vocabulary words. So today we are going to, as you can see, the topic of today, strategies and types of task 1, and that is for academic. I'm going to talk about general. I'm going to talk about graphs, not about the general training students. So those who joined today and those who are new to this, my name is Ravjot Kaur, and I'm an IELTS expert at LeapScholar. Today, I'm going to talk about strategies and types of questions that you should know in task number 1. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. So hope in last 2 days, we did discuss about the various topics. Hope you learned, hope you read it and you have made few notes as well. So how many of you did read topic on historical buildings? How many of you did read topic on art, education, crime, space exploration? Great, well done. Many are raising hands. Great. So that's okay. You are not supposed to do everything in one day. You have to do it every day. I mean, you have to make this habit of reading every day. Anything, any general topic you can pick, sometimes of your choice, sometimes topics that you are afraid of. So you can pick those topics and you can start reading them. And only reading will not help. Take down few notes. Maybe that could be vocabulary words. Those notes could be sentence construction or the complex or compound sentences if you're learning that. But I don't want you to copy paste anything from those articles, but I want you to learn from those articles. At least the vocabulary words you can use. If you're not aware about any vocabulary word, there is no harm in looking at the internet. Look at the word formation, look at the word choice, look at the synonyms that you can find related to that particular word. Great, Padmini. Thank you for asking. How are you? So good that you did read a few of the topics. That's amazing. I think that's a good start. So let's start talking about the task number 1 today. So I'm going to talk about graphs. Yesterday, I did take a graph for some time at the end, but I am going to talk about graphs in detail today, all the types of graphs. The only one graph will be there, but you should be aware about the types of graphs that may come in the exam. So those who just joined and those who are new, well, I'm an IELTS expert, as I said. I have rich experience and I dealt with various students and I have good experience in dealing with any kind of student. So those who haven't joined the batch, please join our session. And on top of it, it's at reasonable prices. I'll share the pricing with you. It's for 249, but if you put my this code RK Live 20, you will get an extra 20% off. So please avail this and avail this promotion today itself. Today is the last day for this, and my batch is starting from today, that is 28th of July, 4:30 to 5:30 already, and upcoming batches of for 2nd of August from 6 to 7. So these, I'll be covering all the 4 modules and will be taking live classes, though the recordings will also be available to you. So you can access it under the portal or with the registered mobile number, you can log into the application. And as far as application is concerned, you can download this application by the name of IELTS Prep by LeapScholar, and you can just avail the services by LeapScholar, right? So when you register with us with the mobile number, with the number you are registering, just access it, access the application through that, and you are going to use that number everywhere. So take care of this thing. So we are going to cover speaking, we are going to cover writing, and writing evaluations will also be done. So you get a chance to submit 3 writings, and we give a detailed feedback on parameters. Parameters, if you remember, I did discuss in detail. So today I'm going to start with the parameter only for task number 1. You can look at the comment section. Those who want to join, you can simply look at the comment section in the chat box. The link is already there. So please join ASAP. As far as band descriptors and parameters are concerned for task number 1, it is quite similar to task 2 we did. So those who, I asked this question in the first class as well, how much you are aiming for. So many students did say that 7 and above. So 7 and above means you're looking for 7 bands, right? So this should be your aim. Let me highlight this for you. So ideally, this should be your aim, 7 and above. So what exactly you have to do to achieve good scores in task first? A means that's for academic, and GT means that for general students. So academic students should write overview. So they're going to write introduction, overview, and then the body paragraphs. So when you're writing the task number 1, you make sure you do not miss out to overview. You do not miss out to this key features or key changes that you can see in the graph. For general students, they are going to get the letter writing. So do not forget to write a consistent tone throughout the letter. So this is a parameter that you can refer to when you're writing academic writing or general writing. That's a task achievement. Coherence and cohesion. What about it? So coherence and cohesion, how well you're writing, it should be relevant, and whatever you're writing should be, examiner should be able to understand that in one go. So if your handwriting is a bit not legible, so make sure you write a legible handwriting. If not, please switch to computer-based test then, because it should be understandable. As far as cohesive devices are concerned, you're going to use connectors. Furthermore, moreover, I've been talking about this a lot from last 2 days. So please adhere to these parameters. Lexical resource is all about vocabulary. So it's not only about vocabulary, but the collocations, the word formation, the usage of word, and the word choice should be accurate. If you do a lot of spelling errors in task number 1 as well, the scores will be deducted. So it's not only valid for task 2, but it is valid for task 1 as well. Apart from this, we got grammatical range and accuracy. I did mention about the sentences in task 2, so that's valid for and applicable for task 1 as well. So in task 1, your sentence construction should be accurate. You can write more of passive sentences as well, but all the sentences we cannot write in passive form. So you can write mixture of sentences, again, simple, complex, and compound. If you don't know how to write that, please learn it. So when you join the classroom sessions, we did talk about these sentence constructions, and I do give exercises in the Telegram group, which help students to improve their sentence, improve the quality of sentences. All right, so that's about band parameters. Please aware what are they, what are these 4 parameters, and write accordingly. Before you start writing, have a look. After you finish the writing, have a look when you're practicing. Okay, we did talk about idea generation yesterday, if you remember. So this is a graph we did yesterday. So what kind of graph is this? This is a bar graph. So what kind of trend? I did ask this question. What kind of trend do you see here? It's a fluctuating trend. So whatever graph comes in, you should be aware what kind of graph it is. So first of all, you're going to analyze the graph. So is it a bar graph, pie chart? How are you going to introduce the graph? Sometimes in the question, it's written the graph shows or the graph below shows. You're not going to copy paste anything, first of all. Unless and until that's a technical word, you're not going to write anything in the answer. So once once you have analyzed, now it's time for you to plan. Do not write straight away. Planning is really important. Okay, next graph is another bar graph. So this is we can see numbers, we can see the categories. That's the school supplies. So you're going to mention the categories. Do not afraid of writing the categories. So the writing is all yours. You're going to use your vocabulary. You're going to use your English skills. Therefore, do not copy paste anything. I'm sure there must be students who are below average. Maybe they are scoring 6 bands only, or maybe 5 bands only, 5.5 bands. So do not think that we cannot write this. Everything is there on the screen. Everything is there on the question paper. So even when you're practicing, everything is there in front of you. You just have to convert this image in your sentences. Now, the problem you may face, or you might be facing currently, making sentences, right? Converting this image to sentences. So I think that we can learn. So do not stop learning. You have to keep learning every now and then. Whatever image comes to you, take a challenge and see how you can write it in a better way. So this is a line graph, and you can see this curvier figure. So you can use the quality of words. See what is there in the x-axis and the y-axis. Do not use this word x-axis and y-axis as term, but please elaborate the numbers and the categories that you see. We did talk about the process graph. So whenever you have process graph and there are no numbers, so you're going to write it accordingly without the numbers. You can look at the steps that are there, and you're going to elaborate it one by one. Take it one by one. There should not be any hurry. So once you're able to manage the time, once you're able to manage your content, I believe you are able to manage the content. You will be able to explain it beautifully. Okay. Yes, horizontal or vertical bar graph. Yes. Yeah, Ronald, I do know what you're saying and where you're coming from. So yes, analyzing the graph, it's difficult, but what about when you observe the graph, look at the numbers, what these numbers represent? Are they the percentages, or they are talking about billion, millions? What are they? And the question will always be there. Please read the question 2 to 3 times. That's what I suggested yesterday as well. Once you read the question 2 to 3 times, you have a fair idea what the graph is all about. So it's not that difficult to achieve 7, and I'm sure it's not easy to achieve, and it's not difficult as well. So when you practice, this means you need more practice. If you think that something is difficult, you need practice. Simple. So do not lose confidence. Write as much as you can, right? And do not feel sad about it, that, oh, graph has come, or map has come. Oh, how will I write map? I don't know. I don't like maps. So rather, I think you should try to write more of maps now. If you think maps are a problem for you, or diagrams are a problem for you. Of course, we are here to help you. You can always ask questions. We have Telegram groups. If you face any difficulty anywhere in any paragraph, at any step, you can definitely consult your expert, and we all are qualified enough, and we do answer all your queries in Telegram group promptly. So don't worry. I believe practice is required, Ronald. So just go for it. Do not worry about it. Yes, Ronald. So you're going to analyze it first, whatever the question is, what the graph is portraying. Is it a bar graph, pie chart, map, diagram? And just analyze it, and then you start writing. Just plan, and then you start writing it. So you don't have to write straight away. I know of Neat, of course. That's why I have taken this, the process and the map as an example, because I know students face difficulty in this type of question. Sure, I'm going to talk about it in a while. So the most important things that you'll be doing for all these kind of graphs is analyzing. The first thing, you will not forget analyzing it. You will read the question, analyze it, and now start planning, because we cannot write everything When you have a lot of numbers, when you have a lot of categories, you'll not be able to write each and every category, each and every figure in your words. It's not possible. So how are we going to do that? Rather me telling you, I want answers from you now, right? So this is a table graph, right? This is a table chart. So it talks about the total number of internet users in millions. So what these numbers that you're looking at, that you can see here, 1995, 2000 and 2004, under it, this 152, what are these? These are millions, okay? So that what you have to analyze. This is a table, and the countries are given here. It's in millions. What is the question? The question is total number of internet users. Okay, so this is the users in million. These figures are users in millions of internet, those who use internet, right? So this is how you're going to analyze what exactly this graph is talking about. Once the analysis is done, now you're going to plan how I'm going to write it. Do you think that will you be able to write each and every figure in the task number 1? You have only 20 minutes to write this. Do you think you will be able to write all these figures in words in task number 1? I don't think it's possible. And how about using the vocabulary words? Yeah, that's a trend. You must be talking about overview. Yeah. So I'm just talking about, as of now, I'm not talking about the introduction or overview. I'm just talking about how you're going to analyze, because students have difficulty by looking at the graph. They immediately think that it's difficult because there are so many numbers, because there are so many categories given. So don't think like that. At least analyze and plan it accurately. So these numbers are given. Now, what are these numbers? They are in millions, right? And what exactly this whole chart or graph is about? This is about the internet users, and the country is given. So we are going to talk about country and the population. Those who use internet in numbers will definitely write that. Now, my question to you is, how are you going to write all these figures in the body paragraphs? I'm talking about the body paragraphs. How are you going to write all of them? Is it possible? Yeah, tell me. I know, Kamalpreet, everything is possible, but don't you think that 20 minutes will be less and you have to write in minimum 150 words? So you can exceed this to 180, 190 words. We have to take care of the timing as well, right? So when you will write, it's not possible to mention each and every figure. Maybe, Kamalpreet, you might not have written it yet, task number 1, but when you will write, you'll get to know that it's not possible. So how you're going to write it? You will plan. So I'm talking about planning right now. You will plan that in 1995, which country attained the highest figure and which country attained the lowest one. This way, you will be able to put few of the vocabulary words, few of the connectors in between the sentences. So you can think about highest, lowest. You can also think about similarities as well. So we can go step by step. Once you can observe and plan what you're going to write about 1995, then 2000, and then 2004. Vertically, horizontally, whatever way you want to do, you can write that. But what I'm trying to say is, it's not possible to write each and every figure. I want you to put connectors by comparing, by using the similarities as well. All right, so these are the things that you will follow, these 4 steps. Analyze the graph, plan how to organize, then write and proofread. It's really important for you to proofread. When you submit your essays in the for the evaluations, you will get to know that what are the errors you generally make, whether it's silly or you need to improve somewhere. So when you proofread, please look for those errors. Have you not committed the same errors? Because examiner is going to correct that then. Examiner will mark you down on those errors as per the 4 parameters. So whenever you proofread, how you're going to revise, you have to take out the mistakes from your writing. All right. So when we check as well, we adhere to these parameters and we have to take out the mistakes so that you can learn. So take care of these 4 steps. They are really important to analyze, to plan and write, and then proofread. Great. Well done, Ayush. No. Navneet, band scores will not be deducted if you write above 150 words. Rather, band scores will be deducted when you write less than 150 words. So you have to write 150 at least, even if it is for 148, 149, try to write somewhere around 160, 170, 180. So depending on the graphs, of course. But when you write the body paragraphs, you make sure the length of the body paragraphs should be somewhere equal. The length should be equal for the body paragraphs that you're writing. Yes, starting with the introduction. How we're going to start this one, you will always write the introduction, right? We always start with the introduction. So when you're writing the introduction includes the paraphrasing. So in the paraphrasing, after you're done with the paraphrasing, do not forget to include the unit and the year. And whatever the year is, you will decide whether you're going to write in present tense, past tense, or future. So please take care of this. That's all about introduction. We haven't talked about the trends right now. We are going to use it in overview. So overall, what you can see, what's the trend? So analyze that and you're going to write it in the overview. Then body paragraph 1, maybe you can write about 1995 and whatever changes you see, you can talk about it. Then body paragraph 2 and then body paragraph 3. So if you remember, I did say that minimum 2 and maximum 3 body paragraphs you can write. And this is for task number 1 and for task number 2 as well. I'm talking about body paragraphs. Introduction, conclusion, or introduction, overview should be there always. Okay, the scores will be deducted if you will not use them. Hope this much is clear to each one of you. And I want a better writing, better introduction and conclusion to write by you. I'm going to give you one question at the end. And I want you to write in comment section later on once the session is over. Take your time, read the graph, observe the graph, and then write the introduction at least. Because in introduction, I really want to know how you paraphrase. Have you organized the things properly? Are you writing the unit and the year? How you are paraphrasing? So I'm going to check that as well. So please do not forget to do that. And if you think these exercises are interesting and this is of any help to you, please like the video and subscribe it. Do not forget to share it to those who need it, right? So don't forget to like the video as well. Yeah, I cannot show the sample answer right now because I really want to talk about the strategies. I want you to write your own version. I can show you the samples, but most of the students, they really start copy pasting those because I'm showing it. So it must be 8 or 9 bands or 7 bands and above. So it's not the case. I really want you to write in the chat box, in the comment section, maybe later on. Okay, once the session is over. So let's move ahead and let's see what else do we have for this one. Now, apart from the introduction, overview, body paragraphs, and these strategies that you're going to analyze, plan, and write, and then proofread, we really need to work upon our vocabulary. I did talk about lexical resource, so do not avoid that. Lexical resource includes your vocabulary, collocation, word formation, and spelling errors as well. So just take care of these tiny little things. It's really important. So let's talk a bit about vocabulary words. We use shows several times. We have a habit of using important several times and repeatedly. We have a habit of using various words repeatedly in task number 1 and in task number 2 as well. So as far as task number 1 is concerned, We should write few of the words like fluctuating trend, decreasing, increasing. If something is rising, something is decreasing, fluctuating. So these are the vocabulary words, but we cannot start repeating them, right? So what are the synonyms that you think should be usable in such graph writings? Yes, we should write good synonyms. So this is a graph I have given you. And so we'll do that in a while. I'm going to ask you the question. Yes. So we are going to practice that. Don't worry. So let's start with this. I really want to, I really want you to understand the sentences that we discussed. So first of all, before I jump on to the vocabulary, wait, Mansi, wait, Navneet. So before I jump onto the vocabulary, definitely you are going to answer that. But first of all, I want you to tell me which is a better sentence in the following that I'll show it to you now. Is this, can you read this sentence quickly? Well done, Samyak. Great. So I think that's, okay, that's a body paragraph 1. Years are missing. Okay, you written 1995 only. Okay, great. Yeah, Deepika. So you can write overview after the introduction or at the end, but it is advisable to write after the introduction. You can use percentages, yes. Okay, hope you read this sentence. I'm showing you the another sentence now. Please read it and compare. And now tell me which is a better sentence you think. And which sentence will get what band? No, this is not introduction. This is just a general statement. I'm just showing you the quality of sentences so that you understand how you have to write. If second is a good one, right? Why? Why second is a good one? When you are writing, will you be writing the way the first sentence is written or the second one is written? How you will be writing? Yes. Second one has used good vocabulary words. The quality of sentence is good as compared to the first one. Great. Yes. So the second one is a good one. So when you are writing, just look at the sample. That's a sample I can show you, but I cannot show you the full-fledged sample as of now. So this is how you're going to write. Look at the vocabulary words the student has written. A glance at the graph provided reveals some striking similarities between this and this birth rates during the period of this. It is evident that both nations saw considerable fluctuations in fertility with lows during this and highs during this. So good vocabulary words are used. That's why this is considered as a good sentence. Another sentence, please read this one and I'll show you the other sentence in a while. So this sentence has used meanwhile, fluctuated, before dropping sharply, rapid climb, in the vicinity, by a steady fall. Okay, here is the another sentence. Now tell me which one do you think is of good quality? This also uses fluctuated, dramatically. But look at the sentence. Please read the sentence and then tell me out of both, which one is a good one. This is not for general candidates, but I believe learning about the quality of sentence, it's for general students as well. So please stay till the end, Prasanna. Yeah, from here, Okay, so second one is really eye-catching. What about these words next? So both are closely related, but what about commas used? Look at it. Yes, so the first one. So here, the first one is a quality sentence. So we are not looking for attractive. We are looking for the quality. Yeah, great. Great, Jasmine. Right? So we are looking for the quality. Why? When you compare these two sentences, you'll get to know where these commas are used. Look at the second sentence. Apart from this comma, there is no comma used here. It's written next. What about the first one? Steady fall. The following 5 years saw a rapid climb. It says next, it increased rapidly to a peak. So good vocabulary words you have to look for, and you will also be using the good vocabulary words when you will be writing your version of task 1. All right, let's look at the synonyms now. I want you to give me a few words related to shows. What are the synonyms we can use for shows? Yes, Shivam, the first sentence was a good band sentence. Indicates, illustrates, elucidates, pretends, displays, okay, illustrates, okay, portrays, reveals the information about. The only difference is for task number 1, Manoj. General students get letter writing and academic students get graph writing. Well done, everyone. So you gave me various good vocabulary words. So presents, illustrates, compares, reveals, elucidates, demonstrates. So these are not the only words. You can also use your words that you're giving me in the chat box. You can use them as per the topic, as per the graph. Let's look at the word increase. What are the vocabulary words that you can give me for this word, increase? Okay, hike, rise, raise, surge, growing up, good. Rocketed, yes, well done. Bolster. Well done. I hope you all are going to use these vocabulary words. So this is not only for the chat box or comment section, this is also for you to use it in the task number 1. Okay, so let's look at, yeah, growth, upgrade, surge, expansion. Well done. Soar, leap, climb, rocket. Do not forget LeapScholar, okay? So leap is a word. Rocket, surge. So many more that you have given me. So please start using whenever. So try to use these vocabulary words in your day-to-day life as well. Instead of saying increase, you can say leap or rocketed. So please use these vocabulary words. What about decrease? What are the vocabulary words that you can think of for this word decrease? Yes, you can write, Shivam, the word, but depending on the sentence you're writing. Fall means it's falling. So down means down as well. So if you're writing falling down, it means the same. Yeah, diminishing as well. Again, depending on the sentence, whether it's diminishing, diminished, or diminishes. Great, well done. Declines. No, I'm talking about decrease. I'm not talking about goes up. Decline is a word, yes. Reduction, falling off. Okay, let's look at it. Plunge, sink, slip back, drop, dip, plummet. Yes, you are giving me, many of you are giving me these vocabulary words and many more to it. So do not restrict yourself only to these vocabulary words that I'm showing you on the screen. I want you to use what you're giving me as a sample response. And those who fall short of words, please look at the chat box. Please look at the comment section. You will see various vocabulary words, right? And we can learn from each other. Okay, next, vocabulary words for removing. We can say pull down, remove, turn down, or cut down, demolish. So these are the vocabulary words, especially for map questions. Whenever there is a map, you might need such words. There is a huge list of these, but I've taken only few of them. Rest of you are giving me the rest of the the answers. Okay, you can see it later on in the comment section in the YouTube as well. All right, next is expand, enlarged, extend, stretch, swell. So this kind of vocabulary words you can also use not only in the graph, but in the maps as well. So depending on the graph that you're getting, please try using these vocabulary words wisely. And whenever you proofreading, please look at it, okay? IELTS Prep by LeapScholar, Navneet. It's IELTS Prep by LeapScholar. Okay, you can see it in the chat box. Maybe after the session is over, you can please look at it in the chat box or in the comment section. Okay, so overall, you're going to write about the task number 1 in 150 words. That's minimum. When I say minimum, you have to write more than this. So somewhere around 180, 190 words. But there is no fixed upper limit. You can write as many words as you can. But as far as time is concerned, in 20 minutes, many students are able to write somewhere around 180, 190 words. And I think that's sufficient to explain. So 20 minutes for writing the task number 1. And these vocabulary you can use it for task number 2, but they're mainly for task number 1 as well. Okay. Yeah, for a general training, would love to guide that. But today we have to talk only about task number 1, about academic. But when you join Sarabjit, our courses, we do give you some material for general training. And in my classes, I do give 10 minutes at the end to general students. If they have any problem with the letter writing, I explain them about the letter writing. All right. So do not forget to join. It's not for iOS, but yes, Android phone. In Android phone, you can download the application. Okay. So, all right, the homework for you. I have already given you homework in the last 2 classes. Another homework is that you have to write the introduction and overview for this graph. So the table below provides statistics on several major metro, that is MRT systems around the world. So you have to write this whole task in 20 minutes in 150 words, but I want you to stick to introduction and overview as of now. And you can write it in the chat box later on once the session is over. Take your time, read the map. Those who said that they feel map is really difficult for them, it becomes difficult to analyze the things. I want you to read it properly. Look at each and every table, look at the numbers, look at the categories. Is it in million, billions, percentages? What are the years? Is it past, present, or future? Decide the tenses accordingly and start writing the introduction and the overview. The only thing that you should do initially is to work upon your accuracy. Do not worry about the time. Of course, you can keep the timer, but that should not be your major concern. Your major concern is your accuracy first. So, of course, you need an expert to check and to take out the mistakes. So please join our batches, upcoming batches, as per your timing you can join. There's several batches coming up every now and then. My current batch is starting from today, 28th of July, from 4:30 to 5:30. Another batch is coming on 2nd of August, 6 to 7 is the time, evening time, wherein I'm going to cover all the 4 modules. And please use this code RKLive20 to get extra 20% off. So this is for 249, it drops down to 249. 149 after the promo code is applied. So do not forget to apply the promo code. If you'll not apply this promo code, you will not get the discount. So make sure you apply it. And as far as application is concerned, you will get free exercises, grammar free exercises. Not only this, but you have exercises related to all the 4 modules as well. So practice is what you have to do. We can guide you and we can take you to the right direction to achieve good scores. All right. And before we end, do not forget to like. I'm sure this video will also be informative for you. Please like, subscribe, and share. This gives us confidence to come up with more informative videos for you. And do not forget this thing. Thank you, everyone. And you have a great day ahead and great week ahead. We'll see you next time, but do not stop practicing. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.